I have a question for you. In League of Legends, explain why buying a defensive item, even on a heavy damage dealing character, may actually be a smart decision, particularly if you are losing. Describe how you think this may impact an ongoing match and what circumstances would need to occur for you to undertake this.
As someone with 14 years of League of Legends experience and over 5,000 hours in game time, I can confidently address this question without needing any online research. In League of Legends, a damage carrier's primary role is to deal damage. However, if your team struggles to protect you or you're heavily targeted by enemies, especially those who can dive the backline or snipe you from long range, it becomes almost essential to buy a defensive item, even at the cost of higher DPS. The core truth is simple. You can't deal damage if you are dead. It doesn't matter if you can deal 1,000 damage crits on every auto if you only ever get 2 attacks off before being blown up by an enemy assassin or mage. In such situations, sacrificing a bit of DPS to ensure you stay alive longer in teamfights is a far more beneficial trade-off. There are really only 3 scenarios where a defensive item might not be necessary. Number 1. Your team comp is the dream comp. Tanks and enchanters play around you and provide ample crowd control and protection. Number 2. The enemy lacks assassin divers or poke and burst mages, so there are no immediate threats to your safety. And number 3. You're significantly ahead from lane phase, so you can end the game before any enemy becomes a threat. If you're losing and the deficit isn't insurmountable, purchasing a defensive item can often be the turning point in a match. Defensive items are typically bought third or later to counter specific enemy champions or damage types, but more importantly, they buy you time to fulfill your role as a carry. This is especially crucial in the late game team fights, where the outcome of the game can be decided in a matter of seconds. Items like Guardian Angel or Zhonya's Hourglass can guarantee you an extra 2.5 to 4 seconds in a fight, which can make all the difference. In professional play, it's not uncommon to see teams stacking 3 or more Guardian Angels in the late game, knowing that the next death could be the end of the game and their whole tournament run. Additionally, picking up a defensive item can have a psychological impact on your opponents, forcing them to think twice before committing to an engage. For instance, if you buy a spell shield item like an Edge of Night or Banshee's Veil against an enemy Nocturne whose long range guaranteed to hit ultimate can instantly kill you, it disrupts their game plan. Now, instead of diving with the confidence to one-shot you, they have to play more cautiously and adapt their strategy. This creates a psychological debuff, forcing your opponents to take extra steps before executing their ideal play, which ultimately buys you more time and increases your chances of surviving and impacting the fight. In conclusion, defensive items on carries allow you to carry harder for longer, and are often the key difference between winning and losing. While glass cannon builds are fun, they lack reliability. If you're looking to climb the rank ladder, it's best to stick with builds that offer the highest chance of success. Stay alive so you can kill the enemy.